That's how we achieve the decentralization on the business level, not only on the infrastructure level. But today I'm going to be talking about one problem, once the slides are ready, and I'm going to talk about both decentralizations. And maybe while I am just stretching the time, there is a little bit of history of me. This is, I think, my 7th ETHDenver that I'm participating in. And my first one, I came as a just general attendee. And I'm so happy now that I can support ETHDenver, because ETHDenver is event that gives power to the decentralized community, to decentralized projects, and that is what is very near and dear to my heart. And I hope that you guys also support decentralization, because this is what I'm talking about every ETHDenver. And now the slides are ready. Yay. All right, next slide, please. Thank you. So as I said, we decentralized into 5 econodes. It's MeteCell2, and I'm going to stand here so you can see it. MeteCell2, ZKM, Chorus, Nuvo, and P1X Labs. We are all over the world, and almost all econodes are here today at ETHDenver, and you can check them out at our booth at Mises Foundation. I'm going to be talking about one problem that we encountered in the last year, actually. Everyone claims that Ethereum is decentralized. But is it? Rival network communities are making a very excellent point recently, that 80% of Ethereum transactions are on the layer 2 protocols. And there is with one problem, that all layer 2 protocols currently are centralized, with a single sequencer operated and its profit, transaction profit, hoarded by one single entity. Why is it bad? First, single point of failure. If this one sequencer is down, the whole network is down. And even best and most reputable L2 networks experience that misfortune. Second is a security risk. Single sequencer is a very attractive target for the hackers. Also, single sequencer model, because all transaction profit goes to one entity, open rooms for corruption. Right now we see this corruption happening in transaction censorship and also in sandwiching transactions, which is basically stealing money from the end user. And also there is a trust dependency, which means when I came to this space, we wanted to build the trustless environment, when we don't trust corporations, but we trust technologies instead. But nevertheless, right now, we actually trust our money, without maybe even knowing it, to a big corporations that maybe don't have that our best interest in mind. Next one is the regulatory and the legal perspective. For the single sequencer, it is a very attractive target for the regulators as well. Find the legal reason to impose on layer 2, stop the sequencer, and you can bring the whole network down. And eventually you can bring the whole Ethereum down. Now that I'm saying it, I hope the regulators are not here, because I really don't want to give them ideas. So please change the slide quickly. Well, now I hope that Google people are not here either. But nevertheless, from all my previous points, you already know that Ethereum is maybe as centralized as Google now, because we are making, as a layer 2s, we're making it centralized. So we're making it as a big corporation. So my question to the layer 2 networks, do you have now that you know all that, and you knew that, but now that everybody knows that, do you have now enough reasons to decentralize? So just do it. And one more time for the people in the back. If you wonder how to do it, Metis Foundation is actually, Metis L2 is working this path already. We just finished 2 rounds of intensive testing with thousands of users and multiple parties that runs decentralized sequencers. And now, and this is a big announcement, we're ready to go into the mainnet, into production in March 2024, which is like tomorrow. We're not going tomorrow, but March 2024, we're going to be live with decentralized sequencers. So therefore, we're going to be first layer 2 optimistic rollup that runs a decentralized sequencer model. Our decentralized sequencer model, and I'm telling this so you can actually relate onto this experience and maybe use it, is running on a proof of stake. It means that underlying security will be confirmed with the stake that decentralized sequencers, of course, are going to put. And for us, for the Metis, because we have a native token as a gas token, and it works perfectly, because for the governance token, it doesn't work that way. So for the Metis token, now it has kind of, call it trinity of utility. Gas, governance, and also underlying security and decentralization. None of the other layer 2s right now can make that claim, but soon they will be too, hopefully, when they're decentralized. You can look up our architecture, and it runs as the sequencer pool. It means that sequencers exchange, so therefore, for the maximum performance and for the 100% uptime. But we're not doing decentralization just for the sake of decentralization. Actually, we believe that decentralization will bring adoption because all parties will benefit from it. So this is how it will work. Recently, we announced an ecosystem development fund of, right now it's $500 million. For the, and 2/3 of this, we're going to go for the sequencer rewards. With a guaranteed rate of 20% for each sequencer who operates in the first year. As the community at large, they're going to benefit through liquid staking protocols that are paired with each sequencer, and therefore this profit is going to be distributed to each member of the network, each user, and therefore drives the adoption. And so we are now decentralized blockchain that everybody benefits with. So we're going from corruption to the true spirit of the blockchain. We have a number of sequencers that we're going to start with, but of course we're going to decentralize more and more. So right now we're calling for the experienced node operators to apply to become a sequencer in this first decentralized layer 2. Our community is going to vote for the best and select the best ones. As for the rest of you builders here, we have the rest of the $500 million fund for you, because we would like to distribute it all as if in the form of a grant. So you can scan the code, make a picture, and apply for the grant. So we have all this money for you. So you can come over to our decentralized layer 2 and also benefit from it. Beside the grant, you will benefit, once you deploy Metis layer 2, from the builder mining as well, which is also the profit sharing program. And after we're done with the decentralized sequencer implementation, our EcoNode ZKM is going to give Metis layer 2 another advantage. It calls a hybrid rollup. So we're going to combine the cost and the speed of optimistic rollup with the instant withdrawal of the ZK rollup. So this is coming next. And one more thing before I go, our ZKM EcoNode has mind-blowing innovation that they just published. This is entangled rollup. It means that you will be able to stake and restake your funds that you keep on one network into the other networks, layer 1s, layer 2s, without moving that money anywhere, without moving them through the bridge, without doing anything to them. So this is the entangled rollup and common liquidity. So all liquidity of all chains will come together on this, with this technology. And of course, we're going to solve the breaching security problem with that. So scan to learn on how it works. My name is Alina Sinelnikova, and I'm here with all the Econauts to give you the vision of how to make the Ethereum decentralized again. If you have any questions, you can check us out at the booth or on X. But we're going to make Ethereum decentralized again regardless. Thank you very much and good morning.